Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to another episode segment of Why Them with Tess and Them. I have still yet to get my name on this podcast, but it's okay though, baby, because I will find my guest as we continue to navigate our journey on self-discovery and life mishaps. I just wanted to get on here today to first of all thank God because y'all know that I will not ever come on this platform and not thank God for everything that He has done for me and for us as a whole in this on this earth. So thank you, Lord, for your mercy and your grace for this day, Lord. And I will thank you for the people who still have trouble getting up every day and thanking you themselves or don't have enough to believe in to thank you, Lord, Heavenly Father. You are the source of our whole entire life that we need. And we cannot do anything without you. Thank you, dear God. But again, the first topic that I wanted to bring awareness on my podcast before I get into any of my little nuances of topics, I wanted to first of all highlight that this month, which I was very unaware of at first, is Men's Mental Health Month. I did not have a clue because I really don't try to keep up with all this because I'm not even being funny or anything. Every time you turn around, they have something new for us to celebrate. But mental health awareness is, this is a real issue. We don't talk about this enough, and that's my other podcast. What did Tess say? Motivational talk was all about me talking about all the mental health issues and every single thing that I was. I'm sorry. I was trying to bring awareness and to break down each mental health issue so that everybody can have an understanding of what it was and what it meant or whatever. I even, went on about a few little episodes in my life where I felt like I did fight some mental health issues. So I was highlighting that on What Did Tess Say Motivational Talk podcast. I no longer put episodes in there, but all of the episodes are still available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast at, baby. Just go look it up. Um, but on Wildin' with Tess, I had to bring the awareness with the men and the mental health issues because as a woman, I can't admit that I have brought trauma into some of these men's lives. And so I will hold the accountability to know that I could have been a better person for others, especially the men. So I celebrate you men this month. I love you guys. And yes, you will go onto some of my little social media handles and find out that I trash talk men from time to time. But it really is just, everybody so opinionated online on social media. And so once I see some stuff and I just see everybody sharing over and over again, I get agitated, so I go share my opinion. And that's just how that all plays out. It ain't really a hate speech. It ain't really a hate crime. It ain't even really that I hate men or anything like that. It's just that y'all have y'all opinion and y'all want to talk on this and that, but y'all not holding accountability and talking about how you are as a person. So I would be the one that would highlight that and share that out, but I probably going about it the wrong way. But you know what? That's social media. We all fall into the trap of that bullshit. So with that being said, again, man, I stand with you. I rise with you, fellas. You know what I'm saying? I stand in solitude with you guys. I know that this is some real issues, and a lot of y'all don't have nobody at all to go to talk about this. But and you don't get the most sympathy from anybody in the world that females do. And sometimes females, even your own mama or your grandma or somebody ill in your family, be the cause of your trauma, and they won't even take the time to understand you and your trauma and everything that you're facing and going through. And I'm not trying to throw shade out. Again, I'm trying to highlight this because this is a real issue. This is something that we're really fighting. This is a spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, even if you have a hard time believing in God, like these things that we go through on earth are spiritual. It's a warfare. It's real. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of this stuff is in the Bible, and the reason why a lot of us have a hard time with or won't turn to the Bible is because we don't want it to dictate the way that we move. Okay, so if you know that you're living in sin, yes, you're gonna have a hard time understanding the truth. But again, that's not the topic that I'm trying to focus on at hand. At the foremost, I still had to raise the issue on the awareness of men in the mental health and how they don't have nobody to turn to, and how a lot of the females in their lives, yes, we bring the trauma and we bring the pain and we cause a lot of the mental health issues in these men. So if you women are grown and mature like you say you are, then you need to stand with me in solitude and say, yes, I'm holding my accountability today to know that I'm a messed up person. I can be a little bit better out here in this world for others, especially if I want to be the one who wants to have this bright light to lead people down the path of righteousness, good heartedness, and just find your overall joy and a whole lot of other stuff or discovery that you will find within yourself. We have to hold accountability for the most part. So I will get on here without trying to shame myself, admit that I am a little messed up person. I did mention that on my other podcast actually, but I am a little messed up and I do have, issues, and I do have, trauma that I'm still working myself through. And I have recently realized that a lot of things that shouldn't even trigger me anymore still do trigger me. So there's no time step on when you will heal. I don't even know if we can fully heal from this, but I think that bringing awareness to it and talking about it and owning up to a lot of things will help, navigate life better with the choices that you make and the things that we say. And I got a hot head, I'm not gonna lie. When I'm very mad, I do have a hot head, and I tend to say the first thing that pop up in my mind, and I don't worry about the consequences that come behind it. And the reason why I say that is, man, and I'm be real, because I'm a very real person. I hold accountability. Like I said, I do stuff sometimes when I'm hot headed, or I'm sorry, I don't even do stuff no more. I take that back because I stopped retaliating, but I still allow my tongue to be bitter. And the reason why I do that is because I get tired of being a bigger person, because sometimes it's on so much air that you can put in a balloon before that it pops. So with that being said, sweeties, if we stand up as women and hold accountability for who we are as a person more, I feel like that we can better bring up better men in this world, and the men that we allow into our life, we can help them wear their crown right. And that way they won't be out here mistreating us and going around and mistreating the next. And I know that some of the men do come to us damaged already. And if you notice the red flags before you get too far in deep with the feelings of liking that person, then that is on you if you let it get too far. I mean, if you see the red flags, you need to go and tell the person, hey, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like this relationship, friendship, whatever you want to call it, situationship, is not healthy enough right now. And I feel like we both still need to do a little bit more healing and self-reflecting before we can actually hop into a relationship, friendship, situationship, whatever you want to call it. Let's be grown about the way that we carry ourselves, and let's highlight the real issues, okay? Because a lot of us, yes, we're grown and we're out here doing grown folk things like paying bills and having jobs and got kids, and we got to feed them stuff, and anything else that we find suitable in life for our grown ass ages that we are going to go out there and do and experience, right? But like I said, we need to hold accountability for the way that we move, because some of us, including myself, if we don't get our way, we tend to get hot headed, we tend to have a harsh tongue, we tend to turn a little bit cold hearted, we tend to have mean tendencies. And I can understand it if that's your nature, and that becomes your nature because you're so tired of being around ungrateful people, which I feel like I'm very much around ungrateful ass people, and I had to break it down to them. My feelings and emotions are not a pushover, but at the end of the day, I can react a little better to the disrespect that you lash out to me. That's all I'm saying. Okay, everything is a chain reaction, action and a reaction. You feel me? So we need to hold accountability for the way that we carry ourselves as a person in general, just so that we can become better humans for the next person or the people that we allow into our lives, or anybody that we had to encounter in this lifetime. Because believe me, you're gonna need somebody, or you're gonna pass somebody in these footsteps of life. Okay? It's just no way possible that there would not come a day in your life where you would not have to talk to somebody. You just need to be a good hearted, kind, and genuine person when you do. That is my message for today. So you men, I stand with you guys. I understand. I know that you don't have nobody to talk to. I understand that us women, we're so emotional sometimes and overly emotional that we don't even understand y'all feelings and where y'all come from. Sometimes it's hard because we dealt with multiple patterns over and over and over and over and over and oh my god. You know what I'm saying? I can just keep going on. But you catch my drift. Um I feel you guys. I understand you. I see you. And I'm praying for you guys. And I hope that everybody can get better as a whole. Okay, so happy um Men Mental Health Awareness Month. This issue, I'm sorry I was so blind to it actually existing in this month because Pride Month do exist, and why I do not throw no shade to nobody pride because live your life out loud and proud, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that pride stuff got in front, and for some reason, it is a bigger movement than actually how people, including me, feel as a human being. And we should bring more awareness to this. And I'm trying. I need you to help me help us to help the world, you know what I'm saying? It all starts somewhere. And I actually had the heart, the time, the patience, and the care in the world to do that. Now, now that I got that out the way, I want to come on here and talk about myself today because I know that I'm always on here and I'm talking about, I'm talking about your characteristics, this and that. But let's talk about test characteristics because, yes, I'm fucked up too, okay? And I would not go out here and make anybody feel like that I am goody two shoes. I'm better than them or this, that, and third. No, I understand that I am a messed up person and I know the areas in which I am a messed up person. And trust me, I am working very hard and praying daily and nightly for God to change me and who I am as a person. Like I really want to be a different person. But let's go ahead and bullet some of the characteristics of Tess. Okay, as I was mentioning while I was talking about the men's mental health issues, that I can be a little mean, right? And my tongue can be a little harsh. But in all fairness, I'm not just that way for no reason. You know what I'm saying? My buttons actually had to be pushed. I have actually had to be reached over the limit of my niceness before I actually turn into this incredible hook woman of a person who can let you know that I am not to be walked over, okay? I can show you how to walk over somebody. But I don't even like being that way, man, because like I was trying to say earlier, I'm a very joyful person. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy naturally. Like I don't have to go look for happiness. I can make myself happy. So when I get mean and have these moments where my tongue is stronger than my heart, Lord have mercy, forgive me. I recognize it, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, it takes a prayer, and I don't mean just a prayer. I mean the prayer, and I mean many prayers, and I mean days of prayers, and I mean, oh my God, you're gonna have to cry. You're gonna have to go think about some stuff. You're gonna pace back and forth, wondering why am I like this? What is wrong with me? This ain't my heart. This is not my nature. You feel me? So yes. I will hold myself accountable to say that I am too mean sometimes. And I wish that I could fix that nature inside of me. But until I fully understand all of the triggers of why I can just get that way, honey, it would be something that I know that I am working on. And we just gonna leave that at that. Now let's go down to the next bulletproof characteristic that is wrong with Tess, baby. Because yes, I would not sit here and act like I'm perfect because that is wrong with the world. So many people out here stumbling, thinking that they're perfect. Baby, you're not perfect. I see your message, but at the end of the day, don't try to walk with your head held high, portraying that you're something that you know that you passed the bare minimum of. And that's all I'm saying. And so with that being said, the next bulletproof characteristic of me is I have a Jezebel spirit in me. That's not really like a characteristic, but This is a Jezebel spirit. It's a demonic spirit. Woo, baby! I have been thinking about this for a couple of days about coming to open up with this because God know this scene. I know this scene, and if I want to be real with everybody out here in this world, while I'm using this platform to raise my voice for things, then I got to be real with myself, and I got to be real with you guys about who I am. You know what I'm saying, right? Okay, so just the Jezebel spirit is on me very badly, and I try to hunt it. I really do. I try to keep it down a whole lot. I even had went on a celibacy for 3 years, but I have currently broke that, and I'm mad at myself, and I wish that I did not, you know, allow it to happen. But it was just things going on back to back, and I lost focus on the power of my prayers. You know what I'm saying? To keep myself home, to keep down the things that I do or say, the way that I feel or whatever. Anyway, but as I was saying though, yes, the Jezebel spirit is on me really bad. You know what I'm saying? I can manipulate men into doing what I want them to do for me, and I know that naturally we have kind hearts, every single body in the world, and we are too help each other. But manipulation, it is very harder than somebody just wanting to do it. It's like they're almost being forced to like remain a friendship or relationship or whatever you situationship or something with somebody. And so yes, I use manipulation, and I'm not proud of that. And I have asked for deliverance from it, but until I reach that point where deliverance will come, this is what's hovering over Tess, the Jezebel spirit. So I can't help that I I can use my beauty or my intelligence or any kind of manipulation to get the men to do what I want for them. I'm sorry that is a possibility for me. I don't know what else to say, but that shit do exist, and it's on me real bad, and I will admit it. Let's jump to the next bulletproof characteristic of Tess. Now, I can be very moody. I'm a moody person. My mood changes a lot. So you'll never know when you're coming around me if I'm going to be sad, mad, happy, upset. Like, you'll never know. Like, 5 minutes into you talking to me, my mood could have been done flipped to something else, and one nobody had no understanding. And sometimes I don't even have an understanding. The only thing that I can say is that I know that I'm an empath, so I do feel the energy and the moods of other people around me. And sometimes I feel like they do affect me too as well. And this is why I limit me and my access to people, because y'all can't come and rub off all of those types of energies on me and leave me depleted like that. I refuse. I'm not going for it. So I'm very careful with who I allow around me. But with that being said, yes, my mood, they change swiftly, and they come with no warning, and I hate that. But at the end of the day, the people that really know me and really love me, they know this and they understand it, and they know how to deal with it now. And I'm not I'm not laughing at the fact that this shit is funny or anything like that. I'm laughing at the fact that there are just a handful of people that do understand you, that know how to deal with that shit. That's what's funny to me. They not man, she just with her little mood swing. She'll be out in a little bit. That's true. Now, those are my main characteristics that are bothering me right now. Those are the big things right there. Me, the Jezebel spirit, and being moody. Because I'm not messy. I do not go around talking about people. I do not go around and post out on people, downgrade people, do this, that, and third. I try to support everybody. I try to show love to everybody until I see that it is not reciprocated back. Then I would just stop. And it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is in this world doing their own thing and they have their own life, and I cannot fault any of you for that, because baby, you know what I'm saying, go get the bag or go chase your joy and happiness, whatever that may look like to you. A hand clapping for your ass, and I'm rooting for you because I want you to succeed, I want you to be happy, and I want you to win. So with that being said, the fact that I had to come on here today and talk about myself because I know that I can be a handful to deal with. There's a lot more to test, but I ain't finna sit here and just have a whole open book about me. I prefer for people to come around me and meet me in person to actually get to know how I am. I will tell you and warn you beforehand about some stuff if I feel like I'm about to act ugly or act a certain way or whatever, this, that, and the third. I do not deny none of the way, how my mood swings or how I feel. The things that are on my mind, you know what I'm saying? I don't deny it, I don't reject it. And I am very open. I do come out and blurt it out. And I do let people know how I feel. So I don't have no problem with that. So again, like I said, I need for people to genuinely want to come around me and get to know me as a person in the flesh, baby, because I could tell you how I am, but it ain't nothing better than the human experience, casually come to meet me yourself. And you can't even listen to word of mouth because we know that there are really haters that do exist and they will talk down on you, talk bad at you, and try to make people not like you. And I don't never understand it because I ain't never been that type of person. But to the ones that do it, you know who you are. That's another little demonic spirit that is inside of you, and I hope that y'all know how to wash that out. Go read some Bibles, go pray so that you can get that spirit off of you, because I'm telling you, things like that weigh down on you, baby. It weighs down on your heart, it weighs down on your mental health, and it weighs down on the way that you treat people, which will make you feel like you don't have nobody in your corner if you push everybody the hell away. So you guys, I love you so much, and I love getting on this little platform and coming on here for my little brief talks, because y'all know that I like to keep it real, because we don't have enough people keeping it real and real. We have people out here keeping negative things going and being messy, and they keep up with the bullshit, and everybody in these fake ass political reviews, which only goes on with every 4 years when we hear people mouth about that. You know what? I don't think that the minorities have enough power to change the system, but it would be great though. So y'all keep focusing on shit that I feel like we don't really have no effect on, but we can come back on my next segment and talk about that if you guys would like. But again, you men, I love you guys, and I hope that you have someone in your corner, someone at all that you can go to and talk to, so that you can hash through your feelings this month. Happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And I hope you guys be easy. I will be returning soon. Much love.